Hi everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of my vlog, which I think I'm going to call Between the Sheets with Pamela, seeing I can't call it In Bed with Pamela anymore. I think it has a good ring to it. Got lots of book news to report today. First up, I was Laurie Milner's guest at the Own Your Space book club on Friday. It was at 54 in Bath. I haven't been there since it changed hands, and I have to say I was very impressed. I was also really impressed by the Veuve Clicquot cocktails. They're one of the sponsors. Super yummy. And the stunning women that were there. A really amazing group of women. So impressive. And it was great to get to know them all. This is Laurie's book, which she wrote with Nadia Bulchik. Now, Laurie is the complete antithesis of me. She's tiny and slim and gorgeously dressed, not to mention super organized. But she's also lovely and warm and down to earth, and you just can't help loving her. So her book is called Own Your Space, the Toolkit for the Working Woman. And she wrote something lovely in it to me. She said, "Dear Pamela, to an incredible woman, thank you for owning your space with me. Warm wishes, Laurie." At the event, she did this divine exercise called Food for Thought, where the waiter went around, with one of those silver tray things with the dome on top, and we each had to choose a motto from this tray, and I think they're all lines from the book, and I chose "Be fully present," which was so apt because I love mindfulness. I try and meditate every day. I'm a huge fan of the Headspace app, as most of you know, mainly because it really helped me with my flying phobia. I wouldn't say it's completely gone. Sometimes I still think we're going to plunge to the earth in a ball of fire. But I was doing everything to avoid flying. It was kind of like a case of, well, perhaps we could take a boat to England. So yes, so Headspace, mindfulness, I am a huge fan. Next up, I hosted a breakfast at Love Books in Melville for my friend Zola Nene. Now, Zola and I met a couple of months ago, and we had coffee, and I asked her if she'd do a few scenes for the soapy I write on, Mubango. And then after that, we were put at the same table at the Tales and Tastings evening in Franschhoek. And we just got on so well. We had Mzilikazi wa Africa at our table as well, and he's great. And we decided that we all wanted to have dinner when Zoe was in Joburg. But as it turned out, it was my daughter's play on Friday night, so we couldn't do dinner, so that turned into breakfast, and it was lovely. We had a fantastic group of people. Bontle Sena was there, and she was just so hilarious. She kept Michelle Magwood and I in complete hysterics, telling us how people used to pay her to write their essays at school. I won't tell you which school. It is beyond Bolton Road, though, I will say that, in the far north. And that's the only clue I'm going to give you. Anyway, I thought it was very entrepreneurial of her, and I'm not surprised that she's in publishing now. Now, Bontle wrote this YA book called Powers of the Knife, and it's the first in the Shadow Chasers series. My daughter loved it, and yep, so I would recommend Bontle's book. Bontle is also stunning as a moderator on panels. I've seen her a few times, and she's quite wonderful. My side chick, Sarah McGregor, was also there. I just call her that. She's actually the publisher of Clockwork Books. Huge relief that she's enjoying the edit I did on Things Unseen. That's my new book that's coming out in October, my psychological thriller. See what I did there? Casual bit of marketing. Getting much better and not saying, yes, I have written a book, but you wouldn't like it. Yeah, so very happy that she's enjoying the book and is not thinking, dear Lord, why did I ever decide to publish this rubbish? We thought MZ wasn't going to make it, but he did pitch up at the end, and thank heavens, because he was just full of delicious gossip, as he always is. The husband is currently reading MZ's book, which is called Nothing Left to Steal. the husband's finding it totally riveting. He said the corruption in it makes the mafia look like kindergarten. So yes, that's Nothing Left to Steal. And then finally, Zoe's wonderful cookbook. And Zoe, you forgot to sign it for me. So at Open Book, please sign it. So her cookbook is called Simply Delicious. And the recipes are really delicious. I can personally recommend the potato and butternut dauphinoise. And the chocolate fondant is to die for. Literally dead, as the daughter would say. And you can get that. I think there's still a copy at Love Books in Melville, and they also sell it at Woolies. On the subject of Woolies, please stop putting body cream into body butter containers, Woolworths. Dry skin like mine, dry, fair skin needs Factor 50 sunblock and body butter. You see, I bought this, and Woolworths, it's body cream. It's not body butter, but it says body butter. So please make sure that you put the body butter in the body butter container, because otherwise I look like I'm in the last stages of leprosy. Entire limbs start flaking off due to dryness. Anyway, we're supposed to be talking about books. Where was I? Sunday. On Sunday, I went to the inaugural Josie's Books and Blogs Festival. So brilliantly organized by Zahira, Gina, and the rest and the company. I was on a panel with Cynthia Jele and Mishka Hussein, and it was moderated by Khalida Musa and Fatima Dasot, and they did such a brilliant job. Asked thoughtful questions, had actually read the books, and we had a good audience. It was lovely. Nosizwe Cynthia tells me that I cheated by watching the movie first, so of course I had to get her book. Happiness is a 4-letter word, and apparently also they chopped out a character for the movie, so... Anyway, I loved what she wrote in it. Let me just find it. For Pamela. Lovely to finally meet you. Hope you loved the book as you did the movie. I forgive you for cheating. All the best, Nasizwe Cynthia Jele. How divine is that? I also got to see a panel with Angela McCullough and Fiona Snickers. And I bought Angela's book, Black Widow Society. Totally fascinating session with her and Fiona Snickers, brilliantly moderated. Fee is the one who actually got me involved in the festival in the first place, so thanks, Fee. She also had such encouraging words to say to me about vile readers' reports. So great to get advice from an experienced novelist. Now, Fee's book is Now Following You, which I thoroughly enjoyed. It's a romantic thriller. But Fee tells us that she's also having a bash at some literary fiction at the Mo. And I suspect she'd be quite brilliant at that. In terms of what's happening this week, there's the launch of Paula Gruben's Umbilicus tomorrow at Scoobs, 6 for 6:30. Not to be missed. And then there's the launch of The Affair. I think it's called The Affair. Correct me if I'm wrong, Kate. Anyway, that's Love Books on Thursday. And that is 6 for 6:30. And of course, drum roll, it is the Low Felt Book Festival this weekend at the Casterbridge Lifestyle Centre in White River. And I am being interviewed by Joanne McGregor on Saturday about misconception. And then on Sunday, I'm giving a talk about writing for TV. But there are a lot of exciting authors. I think there is an open mic session for poets, which I think the daughter's planning to do. Yes, lots of exciting things going on, so do come along if you're in the area. And last but not least, a year ago today, I was at the South African Book Fair watching my lovely friend Gail Schimmel on a panel and thinking, oh my sweet Lord, I will never be able to do that. Never say never. I also tried to make off with a whole bunch of books from the Penguin Random House stand, but we won't mention that. And now, writers, I'd like to leave you with this question. Do you have a lucky pen? Because at book signings, I never have a pen. So I don't have a lucky pen. I think if I bought something expensive, I'd be scared I'd lose it. And also, I'm horribly superstitious, so maybe it's a good thing I don't. But I'm thinking of buying a whole bunch of cheapo fun pens to sign books with. Because I never have any pens. The children always steal them. Ooh, I think the mash is burning. I really should not be left in charge of the cooking. All right, that's it for this week. Don't forget everything I told you about, all the book events. Hopefully see you at the Low Felt Book Festival. And remember, read essay. Bye.